Educational GMAT. Your partner in your GMAT journey.
At the end of each year, not an easy graph to understand. And that was very, very quick. So let's first understand the graph. For example, what this shows is that, actually this will be easier, that 80 sales people in the year 2010, right? Because this is 2010, had a rating of how much? -1. And how is the rating computed, by the way? Using this formula. So individual total minus the mean divided by standard deviation. So the graph dash, the claim that sales staff had the fewest members in 2010. Fewest members in 2010. We just have to calculate, actually, right? In 2009, total of how many? Yeah. In 2009, total of how many sales staff? What was the total? Basically all the solid blue, right? Whatever this is, for example, this is, let's say 2. 2 plus 10 plus around 58 plus 100 and so on. So this would be the total number of sales staff in the year 2009. Similarly, 2010, how many were the total? Was the total number? Notice this would be the middle one, right? Which is 5 plus 24 plus 80 and so on, right? Plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this. So as Rohil is very rightly pointing out, you actually don't have to do the actual calculation, because for most of these ratings, it is very clear that this middle bar that we are interested in, and why are we interested in the middle bar? Because we are talking about 2010. So this middle bar is, for most of these, right, it's either the highest or the second highest. So clearly, sales staff did not have the fewest members in 2010, did not have. So which means the data presented in the graph refutes the claim, contradicts the claim that the sales staff had the fewest members in 2010. All right. Okay, now let's come to this. Sorry. Now this is interesting. The graph dash the claim that as a group, the total sales were highest in 2011. Total sales were highest. Total sales were highest in 2011. Okay. 2011 means we are interested in the orange only. Okay. Total sales were highest in 2011. Okay, let's see how this is calculated. Let's see how this is calculated a bit more deeply. The sales ratings are based on the mean and standard deviation for the individual sales for the year. Mean, so individual total means whatever sale amount of sale that the person has done minus the mean sale, that mean sale means the average of all the sales that people have done divided by standard deviation. Now, what do you guys think about it? So what Rohil is saying is that if you look at it, this orange bar is generally lower than the gray bar. This shows that the sale was lower, in fact, in 2011. What do you guys think about this logic? See, the point, however, is this, for example, this mu and sigma, how is it calculated, Rohil? Individual, notice mean and standard deviation for the year. So this is not across the years. We cannot absolutely, and that's the point. There is no way for us to calculate the median and the standard deviation for any year. And these are not absolutes. This is taking, for example, the orange bar is taking into consideration the mean and standard deviation only for the year 2011. So if 2011, for example, what I'm basically saying is that if the actual total sales was very high, or in fact, let's take it the other way around, if it was very low for the entire organization, that does not matter how much were the total sales. What matters is how much did that individual perform relative to that organization in that year. So looking at the graph, and you hit the nail on its head, in fact, that since we have no idea about the mean and the standard deviation for these individual years, for that reason, looking at this graph, actually there is no way for us to find out whether the total sales was the highest or even the lowest in 2011. Clear? So, all right. So